Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for Premier Wrestling League? Ladies and gentlemen, your opening contest set for one fall to 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, this is Betty D. Her opponent, this is Miss Emily Rose. One fall, 15-minute time limit.
What a crowd, packed to capacity here live at Mercer Mall, Bluefield, West Virginia, live American Pro Wrestling and Premier Wrestling League. Going to get things started here with women's singles action. You see the lovely Emily Rose. Final checks from our referee, Willie Williams. The dangerous and equally gorgeous Betty D. Big lockup start up the contest. Nice little side headlock, a little wrestling to start things out here as Emily Rose has the headlock, a little wrench down on it. Boy, what a great wrestling maneuver there. Headlock takeover. See the crowd here just goes on and on. What a capacity crowd for this event for APW and PWL. Big headlock still held on to there by Emily Rose. Great wrestling maneuver. Oh, good little reversal there into the hammerlock. Betty D putting the extra torque on that. Nice reversal. Obviously, Betty didn't have it as well as she thought she did. Emily with a good swing around, good little twist behind. And now she's got the hammerlock submission held on to. And a nice little break into the maneuver there. Hip lock takedown. And into another arm hold into the arm bar. Now pushed out of that. Good leverage maneuver there as Emily Rose takes it down to a head scissor and putting the pressure right across the jaw. That is not a choke. It's not across the throat, across the jaw of Betty D. Great job there by both competitors. And now Rose going right back to the arm. She's going to maintain control here early on in this bout. Now Betty D with a nice little reversal there. You could see the training. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this little somersault through, little back through. Oh, she's going to use the legs, break through from the hold and get right back to the arm. Hey, now, the Emily Rose getting a great job there. Now she's going to use the whole body to her leverage and into an arm drag maneuver. Great skill there. Very interesting way to get into the arm drag maneuver. And now into a crucifix pin maneuver. Got two there. I think Willie might have been out of place there. Might have got three there. And back to the arm drag. Take down Betty D. Emily Rose with a little momentum here. A little feeling it. Nice little drop kick. Betty D goes flying into the turnbuckle. And she's going to take a break here. She's going to need about 2 or 3 shakes of a dog's tail. Get her bearings back about her. Still on the outside on the apron. Now Betty and oh, she's going to drop her across the top rope. Kind of baited her in there. And Betty D now, after using the top rope for leverage, she's in control of this one. Rose up to a vertical base in the corner. Betty stalking her here from the middle of the ring. In for the big splash. Clothesline maneuver. Betty knee to the midsection. She's going to lock her here. Could be an opportunity for a big power type maneuver. And that is a side Russian leg sweep. Betty D grabbing control here. Goes for the cover. Very nonchalant. Not really looking for a whole lot right here. Rose going to slide out from under that pin type maneuver. Now just a little bit of jockeying around here and back to a little roll through, going for a pin 2 count. That side rush and just momentarily taking down Rose. Duck through on the clothesline attempt. Got her a little full Nelson here. What are they going to do? What's Betty going to do? Oh, it's going to be Emily into a small package. 2 and got a near fall out of it. Both women vertical base standing on another little duck under. Emily's trying lots of different pinning combinations. Here's a backslide gets 2. Try to do everything she can. Try to end this one early. Might need to put a little more chutzpah behind some of the maneuvering. Wear down Betty a little more. Betty goes straight to the throat there. She gets her advantage back. Now in the corner, big kicks. And now I think Betty may have felt like she's had enough toying with the vivacious and lovely Emily Rose. And a big kick in the corner. Now snapmare takedown out of the corner. Betty in control of this matchup and a rear chin lock applied. Just wearing down there. You put a little forward weight against the back of the head. The arm across the jaw, it just wears out the upper function of the body, but must not be on tight enough as Rose. Oh, pull of the hair. Come on now. Betty D making no qualms about it. Now a cover, and we go 2. Get another near fall there. Betty D yet to hook the leg for the opportunity there. Arguing with the official, saying that was 3, and now a jawbreaker as Rose drops into the corner. Go for an Irish whip here out of the corner. Big turnbuckle. Smash that right across the back. Here comes Betty into the corner. And another splash maneuver. A little clothesline. And Rose feeling it here. Feeling the onslaught of the offense from Betty D. Here's a foot to the side of the head. Good gracious. Betty with a little cocky streak here. She's probably thinking things might be in her hand, in her capacity of taking this one home. She'll get 2 and a nice kick out there. Emily Rose getting out. Rose trying to clear the cobweb. She wants to get through one here. And now Betty D hooking. Could be a power bomb. Could be a pile driver type maneuver. She's got her hooked, but Emily not going anywhere. Sweep of the legs. What can she do here? She's got to clear the cobwebs. She's got Betty hooked under. We're going to see a Boston Crab, standing cloverleaf maybe. And oh, she's just going to do a little monkey flip into the corner. Betty D slamming her head on the top turnbuckle. Here comes Rose getting that blood moving again. Getting a little momentum going. Waiting on Betty, up to a vertical, scoops up, and down to the canvas, big body slam, as Rose takes full advantage of the moment. Now a kick to the midsection. Here goes Rose, and a big neck breaker. Definitely momentum moving into the hands of Emily Rose here. Betty D first one up, but she is staggering into the corner. Here comes Rose, and moving out of the way is Betty D. And now Betty going to get a momentum of her own, a little European-style uppercut, has her hooked into the center of the ring, and another neck breaker, stunner-like maneuver. This could be all she wrote here for Emily Rose. But Betty D taking time to yell at the fans here, and that gives Emily just a moment to get back to her standing vertical. Rose still in a bad way, but Betty D still without a maneuver to follow up that stunner-like neck breaker. Still lots of verbalization here, no maneuver. And now Emily has completely recovered herself, and a pickup and a big-time slam down power bomb-like maneuver, and the stalling does not pay off for Betty D. Emily Rose, the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, ordering the match, Emily Rose. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from North Carolina, he is Killer Cam Isaac. His opponent hails out of Matewan, West Virginia. He is the wrestling machine, Corey Sparks. One fall to a finish, 15-minute time limit. Your referee for this contest is Bill the Ref.
There's the bell, and we are underway. Two talented young superstars in the world of professional wrestling. Cam Isaac and Corey Sparks will go head-to-head here. And it should be one of those fantastic matchups. The wrestling machine, Corey Sparks, a highly talented, a well-trained individual, as is Cam Isaac. Big card elbow tie-up. We'll get that in the center of the ring. And a shoot to the waist lock. And a nice wrestling reversal here. Little amateur style, but from a vertical base, both men. And into an arm drag takedown. And Cam Isaac quickly on a momentum sweep here. Both men backstanding vertical. Sparks gets a little leverage. He's going to get a reversal into an arm wringer. Roll through. Here comes that cat-like ability for Cam Isaac. He gets the quick maneuvering back into a, oh, wow, look at that right there. As Sparks tried to reversal it, he takes him down, but the limber nature of Cam Isaac allows him to keep the advantage. Now headlock center of the ring might be more of a chin lock type maneuver. It is. And Sparks trying to work his way through it. He's going to battle the arm up off of him and into a headlock of his own. Been really jockeying for position to start this matchup. Irish whip out of the headlock. Big shoulder tackle takes down Isaac here. And, oh, he just tripped him up. That'll stop your momentum. And Isaac with his own shoulder tackle. Got to be able to stay on your feet. Both men moving quickly. A trip of his own for Sparks and another trip. These men moving with exceptional speed. Cat-like abilities, if you will. And a big enziguri to the back of the head of Corey Sparks, and Isaac trying to maintain his ebb and flow, his maneuvering, but Corey Sparks with a leg lock into a pin combination. He'll get two, and right up into a drop kick. Sparks not fazed by the quickness of Isaac. He'll give quickness of his own, sling blade style clothesline with a takedown. Sparks feeling a little momentum here into the corner. Tried for a splash and a set behind onto the outside and a kick right to the noggin. Sparks with a springboard cross body center of the ring. Could it be that easy? Two. He got a near fall very early on here, and I think Isaac was hoping to use his speed to his advantage, and he realizes now that Sparks is matching speed for speed. Another waist lock here. I think Corey trying to go for one of them patented suplexes, but Isaac's able to flip from behind. Now a double underhook into a elbow. Quick cover here. He hooked the leg. He got two. Both men have had near falls to start this matchup early on here in the opening minutes of the contest. Now Isaac, I think, breaking down mentally there a little bit. He just putting punches to the top of the head of Corey Sparks. Now blasted forearms right across the back. Isaac going to show his power off here, but Corey is right back. I got a little power. A couple got shots to the midsection, into the eyes by Isaac, and I think Isaac wants a little quiet here. And holy good gracious in heaven, what a chop there to the chest of Sparks. Could have caved in a sternum right there. He's going to do it again, is he? He's got him backed up, and good Lord. Another caving shot to the sternum of Sparks, sends him for the ride. Corey hangs on and runs into a boot, does Isaac. Both men feel a little woozy here. Now an elbow, keeping Cam on the woozy meter. And now out of that, a rolling pinning combination, but they both end up in the ropes. Now Sparks turns, and by then, Isaac had already found his way through. And Sparks trying to come in on the corner, but rolling out as Isaac double stomp. Oh man, he just put all of his weight on that lower spine of Sparks. Now a boot just right across the chest. Bear in mind, those two chops of a moment ago weakened in on that sternum area. And now Isaac with a big boot right there. Coming around, and oh, he's just going to kick him in the top of the head. Little karate style kick, if you will. I know as much about karate as I do how to park a big rig. And a cover there, and our referee Phil and Cam Isaac having a conversation about 2 count, 3 count, where'd the shoulder go. And Corey Sparks coming up and just chops of his own now, blasting to the chest of Cam Isaac. Sparks Irish whip, now a reversal into the corner. Here comes Isaac with a high knee right into the face. Snapmare takedown out of the corner. Isaac off the ropes again, and another double shot of boot. Get a little happy feet, does Cam Isaac. He likes using those feet to his advantage, obviously, as Sparks is wavering momentarily. Both men vertical base here. Isaac with the offensive. Sparks shots to the midsection, though, as he comes up. Backs Isaac back just a little bit. Now another clubber and forearm. Across the temple. Sparks rocked again. There's a European-style uppercut. Pushes Sparks back to the ropes. Here's an Irish whip. Under the clothesline. Sparks with a big-time Corey cutter. Oh, that's the big neck breaker, springboard style. And both men are down now. Sparks had just enough in the tank to come off that rope into the cutter. Completely took Isaac by surprise with Corey trying to fill the tank back up. You see Isaac trying to shake the cobwebs off. And here he comes. Sparks out of the corner, clothesline, takes down Isaac. Now a drop kick right to the face, takes down Isaac. Both men back up. Can Sparks maintain the momentum here? His leg across the throat, driving him to the canvas. And Isaac in a bad way. Sparks, the suplex magician here. He'll get one belly to back. He maintains the waist lock. Now another one, German style here. He's going for a trifecta. Trying to get the flow and the momentum back. Both men feeling it here as Sparks and a third German style. This one straight into a pin, 2 count. And Isaac is out. Isaac had to reach deep for that one. And you can see Cam Isaac having all kinds of trouble getting the legs back under him. Sparks is ready, coming for that patented spear. Here comes Isaac with a big-time kick in the corner, and in a German suplex of his own, Isaac regains the momentum here. Isaac in the standing in the corner in a pickup and a seated power bomb. And 2, and Isaac out at 2.5. And Sparks is beside himself here. What else does he need to do to put Cam Isaac away? Stalking him in the corner, still looking for that spear. Pulls the ref in. Oh, my gosh, he goes low. Phil never saw it. That was a perfectly set up, timed maneuver to distract the ref and up into the positioning and a front-facing power bomb, and Killer Cam Isaac will grab the dub.
Winner of the match, Killer Cam
Special happen every time I'm the greatest. So I'm like, I'll leave this time. The wonders I've been out on the hunger. Sweet lights when I rub the shirt. Gotta take it, go ahead, lose your head, turn your back on me. I walk around on my waist, chip on my shoulder top. This big thing though.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team championship match is set for one fall. Introducing first, at a total combined weight of 489 pounds. First, from Oak Hill, West Virginia, this is T.J. Walker. His tag team partner hails out of the Badlands of South Dakota. This is Dixon Bad. They are the Appalachian Xpress. Their opponents, they are the reigning and defending PWL Tag Team Champions. Total combined weight 448 pounds. First, he hails out of West Virginia. He is James Frost. His tag team partner out of Charleston, West Virginia. This is Chase Bennett. One fall to a finish. 20-minute time limit for the PWL Tag Team Championships.
Huge matchup here for the PWL Tag Team Championships. Current champions, you see James Frost, Chase Bennett have been defending them for several months, and now the contenders, the much, shall we say, loathed Appalachian Xpress, TJ Walker, Dixon Bad, TJ in there mocking the champions for just a moment. Our referee, Willie Williams, going to have his hands full in this one. Titles on the line, we see them there. Packed capacity crowd here for this big event. And we're going to get moving right now. Bell called for. Both men not in any hurry to get moving here. TJ Walker working the mind games here. Jockeying for position, kind of circling around here, figuring out where they're going to go. Now big collar elbow tie up. Going to be pushed back center of the ropes on the near side of the ring. And a break called for by Williams. Oh, didn't get a clean one there. Shot to the midsection. Now arm wringer. Going to be a short arm. Now it's reversed into the ropes. And TJ grabs the top. He says, whoa, not happening. TJ not happy at all with the way that transpired. Little conversation in the corner with partner Dixon Bad. Now still just letting our referee, Mr. Williams, here have it. Circling around for both men. Can we get back to a regular wrestling tie-up? We do. Push back into the center of the ropes. Now far side of the ring as TJ was going to whip him around again. Going to go for it. And another shot to the midsection. Fails with another clean break. Now shoots him off. Hey, we've seen this dance before. TJ just grabs onto the ropes. He says, no, sir. No way, no how. Chase Bennett on top of his game here, keeping Mr. Walker at bay. TJ's tried it twice, and both times same result. I still on Dixon bad on the outside. You can never be too sure about Dixon's status. Now another big collar elbow tie back to the near side ropes. And a shot to the midsection. Stop me if you've heard this story before. Irish whip, reversal. Grabs onto the ropes again a third time. At some point, TJ Walker's going to have to wrestle in this matchup. And I don't think Chase Bennett's going to give him much of an option right there. Knife edge chop across the chest. Scoops him up in a big body slam down to the canvas. Whether you want to or not, TJ going to be jumping for the hand of Dixon Bad. Dixon comes into a big hip toss. Now he's in a bit of no man's land. Arm drag takedown there. Chase Bennett on his game here. Both men standing vertical base. Bennett going to go to tags in his partner, James Frost, the Snowman. Standing up top of the rope. Going to drop a big axe handle down on that forearm elbow region of Dixon. And back to the arm wringer. Bennett and Frost do a great job just trying to wear down their opponents. A little strategy session there. Now here comes Bennett back in. They're going to take advantage of the 5 count for the team maneuver as off the ropes and a big back elbow. Dixon Bad down to the canvas here. Locking arms and down for a double elbow. Chase Bennett, the legal man. Frost will head out here. TJ Walker not happy with the officiating. Still not happy. He's not even in the match at the moment. Bennett. Oh, another knife edge chop. It's kind of vicious knife edge chop. Now forearm across the jaw. Just trying to wear down his opponent. Wear down Dixon Bad here. Now Dixon out of the corner with an Irish whip. Follows him in. Finds a boot and down to the canvas goes Dixon. Bennett right back on him. No rest for the weary. Back to the arm. Tag, and here comes Frost. Shoots off Dixon Bad. Drop toe hold into a leg drop. Good tag team maneuver there, showing off why they are the tag team champions. And a cover there. He did have the leg hook. Did not have the weight properly distributed. Get that lateral press with the leg hook. Cross maintaining on Dixon. Now Dixon with a dirty underhanded tactic there. He goes straight to the eyes. And this is one thing about the Appalachian Express. They're good at it, but people really hate that they're good at it. And that's these underhanded tricks. Now tagging, and now they're taking advantage of the 5 count. TJ Walker shots to the midsection, boot across the jaw and the throat. And you just see Dixon. He's not even a legal man. Shouldn't be in the ring right now. But the referee taken to the far side of the ring. A distraction well executed by TJ Walker. And now Walker into a side slam backbreaker. Tag out. Quick tags here. Good tags by the Appalachian Express. Don't take anything away from them. They may be masters of the dirty and the underhanded. But as we see here, they're going to take full advantage of the tag team maneuvering. And I guess you could say they made a wish right there. And now Dixon Bad clubbering forearms to the chest. And now he's biting him. For heaven's sakes, he's biting him. He could have rabies. For heaven's sakes, we don't know what's wrong with Dixon Bad. He's been to Thailand in the last few months. Anything can come back from there. TJ Walker coming back in. And Walker a shot, big chop of his own across the chest. Dixon, not the legal man. He wants to get one more before he has to get out. Just kicks him in the back there, does Walker. Now into the rear chin lock here, applied by TJ Walker. Camera's right in there. Now just back to the underhanded tactic. Grabbing the nose, pulling back on that. Let me tell you, people, as a former in-ring pro, that hurts. Now, and smack to the face, just trying to antagonize Chase Bennett. Boots being applied here. Both men in the ring illegally. I'm not sure there was a tag, and I think our referee, Mr. Willie Williams here, is questioning the whole thing. He's going to concentrate on the match at hand and the match in front of him. That's Dixon Bad in the ring with Frost, who is in a bad way, desperately needing to make a tag. And Dixon Bad this time goes over to Chase Bennett and antagonizes him. Our referee, Mr. Williams, seems to be in place to catch Chase Bennett, but takes his eyes off the prize when it comes to the Appalachian Express, knee to the arm. Drops it right across that upper bicep, that tricep region, trying to just wear down his opponent here. Onto the ropes and just puts all of his weight on it. Walker, not a slouch of a man, 260 in stature. That's a lot of weight to be pressed right down on your chest. That's going to take the breath away. More antagonizing moment here. And referee get him out. Both men now physically involved in the tag title match here. TJ Walker, Dixon Bad, former multiple-time tag team champions in multiple places, now want their opportunity to be PWL champions. A little help from TJ in the corner, just going to wrench back, chokehold applied. Dixon Bad is the legal man, antagonizing tactics to Chase Bennett on the far side. And now these two men switch out again with no tag. I think it might be a situation where we need a more experienced level referee for this championship bout. Hook of a leg could be 3, but no. Frost is out of it. Grabs him by the leg, pulls him back into the corner. And an elbow drop there by Dixon. He got a 2 count with a nonchalant cover. Now he's just going to choke the man. You can call Walker and Bad lots of things, but inconsistent won't be one of them. They are consistent in their pummeling, shall we say, of James Frost, wearing down the opponent. Desperately needs to make a tag here. Frost off for the right, double elbow, takes down Frost. That may have knocked the wind out of him. They've been putting a lot of pressure on that chest and sternum. Could be a situation here where we get a referee stoppage. Maybe one more big move could take care of Frost here. Can he dig a little deeper? Maybe find a little extra. Hooks him up and a sidewalk slam that time. That will definitely force the wind out of you. Here's a cover from Walker. He'll get 2. I'm not sure where Frost found that one, but he was able to dig deep and kick out. Knee to the midsection, and Walker still continuing to just beat down on his opponent. Shoots him for the ride, duck under. Can Frost come in? Double clothesline, both men down. That was probably the moment that Frost had just built up momentum for. He had it well up in him. Saved it for the right moment. He saw the duck under, got the double clothesline. Walker completely stunned. And now both men trying to get level, get back on an even keel. It will be Walker moving to a seated position first. He'll tag Dixon Bad legally. And here comes Chase Bennett on a legal tag, and a clothesline takes down Bad at a back elbow. And Chase Bennett, he's ready to roll. He's the fresh man. He's well rested after watching that pummeling, and a big spine buster. Down goes Dixon Bad. And now wants to get Frost back in it, but TJ Walker's not going to have any of it. And Walker just smacks the bejesus out of Frost there. And Bennett's been thrown to the outside. Ref, this isn't legal. Dixon Bad is the legal man. There was no tag, but the count's going to be made. Holy cow, we've got new tag champions. The Appalachian Xpress have won.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners and new PWL Tag Team Champions, TJ Walker, Dixon Bad, the Appalachian Xpress. You're looking at the new head of the PWL Tag Team Division. Black Ice just got melted. We're going to defend these titles. We're going to unify the APW titles in Bradley. And we're going to run West Virginia Tag Team Wrestling. You people better get used to it. And you better learn to love it. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, he is out of Mullins, West Virginia. He is undeniable, Aaron West. His opponent, he hails out of St. Louis, Missouri. This is Faceless Cade Maxson.
Matchup between the former heavyweight champion of PWL, Aaron West, multiple-time champion of several different promotions, the debuting Cade Maxson, his opponent. Duck under and now just forearm shots to the side of the jaw. And Maxson trying to use some speed to his advantage. Little flying forearm right there. A lot about Maxson with his debut here out of St. Louis. Definitely unconventional. We see that very clearly. Now in the corner with a big high knee. He's going to go up to the second. Oh, he's going to bite him. Holy cow. I guess unconventional would definitely be the word of the moment as it pertains to Maxson. Gracious. And Aaron West here, I think he's a little shaken. I would be most definitely if it was my head that was bitten. And now onto the outside quickly here. Brawling tactics from both men. And West, misses with the knife edge into the ring post. And more biting. Obviously, the Mr. Maxson here has a biting fetish or a mouth thing. I don't know. Let's try not to think too much about that. As West just laying in some shots to the side of the head there of Cade Maxson. And now shot to the midsection. Big clubbering forearm there. Going to take down Maxson to a couple knees. Into the corner. Shoulder to those lower solar plexus. West, the cagey veteran here. Send him Irish whip for the ride into the corner, and a big time buckle right to that back, that spine, those solar plexus. Here's a cover and gets 2. Does West. Hooks him under here. Big body slam. Down goes Maxon. Shots to the top of the head. I think West is a little frustrated here at the unorthodox nature of Cade Maxon. Hooks him. Nice suplex there. A little extra on that one, I think. There's a cover and a hook of the leg. West still, I think, trying to figure out the perfect strategy to the situation. Now going to resort to some tactics, uses the ropes there, just lays pressure on the back of the head and the throat, and now more of those big forearms, just pounds of forearms. Hooks him again here. Could be a nice backbreaker, taking down Maxon. Maxon trying to get a little momentum going there. He get a little shot in on West, but West still back up with those big forearms. Sends one across the jaw there. I think West wants to go for the knee. He wants to try to put some things away and gets a nice knee to the underside of the jaw, almost like a uppercut knee, if you will. And this young, oh my gosh, what ability right there. Aaron West showing his strength, picks him up, puts him on the shoulder, and drives him to the canvas. That should have been a 3. I would have, man, where did Maxon dig down for that one? Holy shnikes. In the corner now as West. Gonna go for a knee again here, I think. He's coming in. Nah, finds a big buckle. Oh, he's able to hold himself up. And now Maxon got a sleeper hold, but I think he may have gotten a little bite of the eyebrow there of West, and a knee to the midsection. West for the right, another knee to the midsection, just holding on to the Irish whip here, as now West seen enough of that. And a reversal pickup, belly-to-belly suplex. West definitely frustrated by the situation, but Maxon kicks out. And West driving knees into the back here. He's trying his best to wear out his opponent, send him into a bad way. Cloverleaf now. Got that locked in very well, does Aaron West, sitting down on it hard, but I think Maxon, he's more limber than thought, and now West is shot to the top of the head. Nope, you're not going to get my leg. Aaron West, the aggressor and offensive man in this match so far, but Maxon, you just can't seem to keep him down. Slid him across the ropes there, trying to, I guess, take the eyes away from him. Still doing it, going corner to corner there on the far side. You can see the level of frustration building in Aaron West here, and now a block to the corner, and now, hey, he's just going to return to favor a little bit, is Maxon on West, and now turnbuckle for his trouble. Center of the ring, Maxon to the top, and a double knee. That'll catch West off guard. Here comes Maxon for more. He wants another flying forearm. Gets another one right there. West taking it back here and into a cutter type neck breaker. West, I think, was not expecting that flurry at all. And Maxon is arguing with himself, I guess. He should be covering Aaron West, but Maxson is, I'll get back to you as soon as I figure it out. He's not engaging his opponent, but ducking under the kick and up to the backside. Undeniable Aaron West puts him across the knee. And to cover, he kicked out. My goodness, he kicked out. Maxson's head must be made of lead for him to have not absorbed enough punishment there to be knocked out. And I think West's going to pick him up again, maybe another shot at it, but shots are going to be to the, and drops him down again. And West picking him up a third time to drop it across and down. This has to be it, and it is. Aaron West manhandles Cade Maxson.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, he is undeniable, Aaron West. Ladies and gentlemen, the following special grudge match is set for one fall and a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, he hails out of Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Joe Brody. His opponent, he hails out of Princeton, West Virginia, by way of Pikeview High School. He is out of this world. One of one, Nate Saturn.
Special grudge match here. These two have gone toe-to-toe a couple times. Joe Brody, the veteran of the ring, decades in the ring, in multiple companies and everywhere, and the newcomer, the young rookie sensation, Nate Saturn, the out-of-this-world one of one. Gonna lock horns with the veteran here. Joe Brody had a hand in the training of young Nate Saturn. And I don't think Mr. Brody enjoys the limelight and success seen by Nate Saturn here. Joe Brody, a classic staller in the ring, stalling to his advantage, shall we say. He will mentally wear his opponent down long before physicality. We'll get our collar elbow tie-up, start the matchup here, and a nice hammerlock submission applied right out of the lockup by a Brody. Nice reversal there, good wrestling style reversal for Nate Saturn. Shot to the skull, just back and forth here. And there's a nice fireman's carry takedown right into the arm bar. Brody showing that veteran-like caginess. There is the arm wringer applied and tightened down. Saturn trying to use momentum to his advantage, and he does. Pinching down, tightening up on that. Oh, see, that's Brody for you right there. He'll go straight to the eyes. Shot right to the jaw. Here's another one. Give him another one for good measure. Joe Brody here trying to just face plant the elbow, and now Saturn using that young quickness to his advantage. Out of the corner, there's a drop kick. Beautiful placement, beautiful height, and Nate Saturn makes Joe Brody take a little TO, if you will. He's gonna have a sabbatical on the outside to rethink himself. Back up onto the apron. He's going. You can tell it in his face. A little up amount of furiousness, shall we say. Some would call it anger. Tie up once again. Back to the arm goes Nate Saturn. Back to the hammerlock, using great wrestling maneuvers here. Vertical base for both men as Brody reverses into a headlock. Now a takeover. Just classic wrestling style here to start this matchup. Little filling out process. Both men still trying to maneuver their way to have their way, shall we say. Saturn using the momentum of Brody. Brody with a bit of a weight advantage here. That's not a shot in any way. He's just the bigger of the two athletes. And clean break up into the ropes. But Brody right on him with a shot and a boot right into the abdomen. Backs him in a corner. Knife edge chop. Trying to take the breath away from Mr. Saturn here. Drops him with a snapmare up to the second rope. Boom! Down with that big fist drop. A classic maneuver for Joe Brody. He'll go for a cover no leg hook. Saturn out quickly. Back up into the corner. And now Brody with some frustration going to the eyes. I don't think he appreciates how Nate Saturn is hanging tight in this match early. Brody may have thought it was going to be a quick one and a nice knee there, classic style knee, Harley Race-esque, if you will. And now Brody with an advantage in the moment. As Saturn going to fire back, he'll put some shots to the head. Now one across the chest. And a big chop right there. That's got Brody in a bad way. Back him in the corner. Irish whip out of the corner and a reversal. And Saturn coming out. Oh, good gracious. Right with the spike of the elbow into the larynx region. And now a leg drop. Brody trying to use the ropes as advantage. And I don't know if our refs saw that or not. But regardless, Nate Saturn is kicked out. Brody using the tactics of underhandedness, shall we say. Going to the throat, now going to the throat again. And now he's trying to block the body, and our referee doesn't see the choke. That boot just placed right across the larynx, the voice box, the esophagus area of Nate Saturn. And Nate definitely feeling it here. He's a little woozy, had that oxygen taken away for a bit. Now Irish whip for the ride. And here's a big sunset into a pinning maneuver. 2 count. Saturn looking for momentum here. Now out on the other side. And oh my goodness, it turned him inside out. Like yesterday's laundry into the washer. That clothesline took Saturn down to the canvas, turned him flip up and over himself. Joe Brody here in firm control. Bringing Saturn up to a vertical base. Going to now use the rope to his advantage. And Brody putting that excessive weight just on the upper thoracic region. Trying to take the wind away from Saturn. And just more pulling of it here. I mean, ref, you're going to have to get in there. You're going to have to do something about it. Brody to the other opposing rope. And it's going to drop about 252 pounds right on the back of Saturn, but with that rope, cable inside that rope, right up against the throat. This is a bad time for Nate Saturn here. And dropping a leg, the upper lower abdominals, you know what we're talking about here. That will ruin your Friday night plans. And Joe Brody here in firm control. He's going to back Saturn into the corner and boot to the midsection. Just going to start pummeling again. Back to that spike of the elbow against the jaw. Oh, look at Saturn finding some fury. fighting his way out of the corner, backs Brody into the opposing corner, and now Nate going to use that momentum to his advantage. Big time Saturn splash in the corner, and now fists of fury of his own. Saturn, short arm, going to send Brody for the ride. Oh, Brody going to reverse it, ducks down. Oh my God, he fell on his head. Back body drop there. I think Saturn was trying to, well, let's just say youth and inexperience got the better of him there. I think he was trying to reverse his play while flying through the air. Yeah, that doesn't work. Fine physics class, Mr. Saturn, as Brody, blocked there. Here comes Saturn. I think he knocked the cobwebs out here. Now shots across the face, one across the chest. Reversal, and Brody to the ropes, and a big elbow takes down Brody. Saturn calling for it. He wants to go up top. Could this be the twisting body press? Off the top. Oh, it's the cutter. The big neck breaker. Saturn flying. And down to the canvas he goes. Brody is down in the cover and gets two. I'm not sure where Brody had the wherewithal to get the shoulder up there, but he did. This match continues. Brody dazed and confused. Saturn beats him up to a vertical base, and now here comes Saturn with that leaping leg. Down goes Brody into the cover two, and that's gonna do it. 101, and Nate Saturn is out of this world.
Here's your winner, 101, Nate Saturn. Ladies and gentlemen, the following six-man tag match is set for one fall. Introducing first, collectively out of Las Vegas, Nevada, they are the team of the APW Tag Team Champions, Kevin Tyler and Tony Purdue, and the NICW World Heavyweight Champion, Lane Kelly. They are the Mid-Atlantic Aces.
chance. And you can see the frustrations on the face of Tony Perdue here as the Mid-Atlantic Aces, the newly grouped faction of Lane Cowley, Kevin Tyler, Tony Perdue, Joe Brody, and of course Jeff Paul. 3 of those members right now taking on the definite fan, beloved and fan favorite, OK Bobby Yella, and there is rock and roll himself, Ricky Morton. 5 decades in this industry, multiple Hall of Famer, more World Tag Team Championships under his belt than just about anyone. And they're going to lock horns here. Nice strong style maneuver there by Perdue, backing into the corner, blocking a punch, and Morton fired up here. He's not going to stand for it. I mean, you might think you're going to sneak one by on old rock and roll. The rock and roll was seen a lot, done a lot, hurt a lot. I don't know if there's anything you're going to get by him, but rock and roll here, giving everybody a little noggin smash for their time. Referee Phil here going to have a handful, maybe 2 hands full, keeping this thing in a manner of competition, shall we say. Crowd loving on Ricky Morton here. The chant is alive, it's loud. The Aces want nothing whatsoever to do with the rock and roll chants here. Now Perdue going to back Ricky Morton here into the corner. Waist locked by Cowley. And Morton ducks out of the way. There's one for Cowley from his own partner. Morton backed into the corner. Now he's going to see if Kevin Tyler can help him. And he punches him right in the noggin. And now Ricky Morton stalking his prey here as both partners, Tyler and Cowley of Perdue, got one right between the eyes. They're having a conversation, making sure life is all well and good. And noggin knocker. Took too long. The cagey veteran known as Ricky Morton took care of some business there. And now to the outside, Tyler definitely got a little bit of a headache here, for sure. The Aces not looking so stout here to start this contest. Now the crowd becoming a distractive factor here. Now Kevin Tyler wants in. He wants to be the legal man. He wants to try his horns with rock and roll himself. And Tyler here. No strangers to each other. They have faced each other before. It's been several years since their last time in the ring together. Big card elbow tie-up. Start this matchup again. Now with Kevin Tyler and Ricky Morton. Shot to the midsection. And Tyler looking to be a little offensive here. He wants to send him for the ride, and a reversal. Tyler to the corner, hits the buckle. Ricky Morton with a big shoulder tackle, rocks him, and then a high knee lift. Kevin Tyler definitely underestimating the power and the movement of Ricky Morton. He'll tag in the Yellow Man, Bobby Yella, coming in, and a big chop to the shoulder area, if you will. And now a nice arm wringer applied by Bobby Yella. Yella trying to cut the ring off here. Knee to the midsection. Arm wringer right back to it. Bobby Yella working on the arm here. Kevin Tyler. Definite little height disadvantage for Bobby Yella here, but working it to his advantage. Now the tag into the youngster, Ophi Kessler, coming in. Kessler with a nice arm wringer. Duck under and a big spin kick. Happy feet and a nice knee here from Kessler. He wants to keep his feet moving out of the ropes and through to a neck breaker. Kevin Tyler in a bad way here. Cover, no leg hook, and only got 2. Tyler, the veteran, up and out. Now, as Tyler uses some trickeration, shall we say, to turn the tide, here comes Lane Cali in. Lane Cali, and a nice double underhook suplex there, and right back to the arm. Goes Cali. Armbar submission applied. Kessler trying to fight his way out of it. He goes over to the ropes here, and a spring born into a forearm. Great shot there by Cali. Way to anticipate the motion of Kessler. Now shots to the midsection as Purdue comes in. He's still fired up from his interaction with Ricky Morton a little bit ago. And things in the hands of the Aces at the moment. Nice little headlock takeover. As Purdue wrenches back on that. Tony Purdue, a multiple-year veteran of this industry. He's no slouch to any type of competition. Trainers locally in American Pro Wrestling. Now shot to the midsection by Kessler as wrenching up tight on it is Tony Purdue, the bad boy, they call him. Staying with it. Purdue likes to show the young kids a thing or two in the ring. And as you can tell, gets a little bit out of shape when they don't cooperate with his liking. Now Cali back in, going to go scoop, tried for a body slam there, and a nice little scissor kick. Opie Kessler trying to get a little momentum, shot with a chop, and a big snapmare takedown. Cali got happy feet of his own, but just, all right then. I think that was meant more to degrade Mr. Kessler than it was to inflict any type of bodily harm needed in the midsection. Scooped him up and down. Cali working his way onto the body part, arm, and everything in between of Kessler. Now Tyler comes in. He's good and ferocious. A couple of shots to the arm, having another one. Holding Kessler in place and more pulverizing shots. There's a definite size advantage here for Kevin Tyler versus Kessler. About the same height, but definitely more in the weight room and in the gym size for Kevin Tyler. A noticeable smaller stature for Opie Kessler. Just driving that in. Oh, dude! Ow! Yee! Hope he didn't have plans for Saturday night. Dropping the weight of his upper torso onto the back of Opie Kessler. Kessler was able to spin around, get the knees up. And as Tyler tried to work his way through here, so is Kessler. A big tag right here would be great. Both men working for it. We see Tyler gets to Purdue and lunging for Ricky Morton. He's the legal man. Here comes Morton. One for Purdue, one for Cali, one for Tyler on a trio of aces. Still firing through here. Big clothesline. Here comes Cali with a clothesline. And a clothesline for Tyler. That's 3 of a kind on aces and clotheslines. Here comes Bobby Yella. This thing has broken down. A Donnybrook, if you will. Bobby Yella to the outside. Cali looking. Now he's going to get pulled through. Ricky Morton in the corner. He gets a shot from Tyler. Kessler's been thrown to the outside. He's dazed and confused. And the Aces double teamed on the tag team specialist of Morton. He's going to go over for Purdue. Purdue using the teammate to his advantage. Can Ricky Morton do? Oh, a big super kick. Purdue slides over, and that is it. What a team win for Morton, Yella, and OK.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of the match. Okay, Bobby Yella and ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your semi-main event of the evening, set for one fall at a 45-minute time limit. Introducing first, he hails out of Bristol, Tennessee. He is an NWA superstar. He is Kerry Morton. And his opponent, now residing in Bluefield, West Virginia, this is Eric the Lariat Steele.
Big time matchup here as the NWA superstar Kerry Morton, the second generation athlete. Just saw his dad Ricky Morton in action. Now Kerry here facing off with Eric the Lariat Steele, the former NICW World Heavyweight Champion, in a match of two fantastic wrestling athletes. Big time. Carlito tie up there, going to push Kerry back into the corner. I think Kerry might be a little taken aback there. Taking all the time he has to fend off that moment. Steele getting a little jibey there. Now maybe another collar over top. Backs him into the corner again. Different corners this time. And Morton again not having it. A word of admonishment from the NWA superstar Kerry Morton to our official for this matchup, Mr. Williams. Crowd coming in behind Eric Steele momentarily. Kerry Morton shaking it off, trying to get things moving again here. Duck under. Goes up to the top to a headlock. Morton with a definite size disadvantage in this one, as Steele gets the upper hand, quite literally. Now to a corner, nice little maneuver there. Gymnastics in the background of Kerry Morton, a college cheerleader. And his nimbleness proves to be advantageous there. Steele, though, not backing down. A man of his size with great speed, good agility. As more wrestling maneuvering here. Back to the headlock, Kerry Morton. Steele almost getting back in the corner. Now is in the corner. Morton, I think, may have used that top rope to his advantage. We'll get a clean break here. Oh, a little show of attitude here. Look at Kerry Morton there. Oh, he's just going to start doing jumping jacks in the middle of the match. That is not going to make Mr. Steele pleased. I can tell you that for sure. We've been still in that feeling out phase of a match of this magnitude. It may take a few moments, a few extra minutes, if you will, to really sense the moment, sense the moment of your opponent, if you go with me on that journey. An extra check of the boot and of Steele there. I think this is I don't want to say stalling tactic, but a tactic to buy an extra couple moments for Kerry Morton here. Circling up once again. Crowd into this matchup firmly now. Step under, step through into the arm wringer. Morton sends Steele for the ride. And a big tackle. Kerry Morton about knocked out of his shoelaces there. And now Morton saying there was a hair pull there. I think that's just a way to cover up the actual power that Eric Steele threw into that shoulder tackle that took Kerry Morton square off his feet. The fans here in Bluefield not too keen now as far as Kerry Morton's tactics in the moment. They're letting him hear about it. That's for sure. Still standing out on the apron in no hurry whatsoever is Kerry Morton here. And I do believe he's taking a moment. He's saying, "Hey, that's on me. My bad." Little back step, if you will, from what happened. And now Kerry, he's had enough. Oh my goodness, what a bait and switch. Back to the headlock here as Morton pushed back into the ropes, sending from the right. Oh, a nice reversal. And Kerry Morton down again. He's almost taken out of his shoelaces. Steele not waiting around this time. Step over. Here comes Morton with a leapfrog. Now Steele off the ropes. Goes for a hip lock takeover. Not going to be there. Reversal. And down goes Kerry Morton. Eric Steele feeling the momentum here. And Kerry, the NWA superstar, he's going to take a moment. Going to head on out to the outside. He's going to take an extra couple breaths here. He got up on the barrier there. I don't know if he had an issue with a fan or if he was trying to get an extra thing of popcorn. Of course, the last great popcorn in this building specifically was when Hills was the tenant. Story for another time. Now to the outside, into the ring apron. Eric Steele not backing down here. Shot right across the jaw and to the barrier, and I think he knocked him clean over the barrier. Kerry on the wrong side of the wall there, and coming back over, Steele's got him. And Morton, shot to the midsection. You saw him there, he was jostling the hands and the legs. I think he was trying to get the blood flowing again. Those shots from Steele were vicious, and more coming right there from Steele. Going to hook him for I guess he's going to lawn dart him into the pole, but oh my goodness, Eric Steele straight into the Steele. pun intended. Kerry Morton was in a bad way, about to get lawn darted into that steel ring post, but was able to slither out and use Steel's momentum against him and just plunge him into the ring post. Now coming back in, shoulder shot. There's a flip through by Morton. Now Morton, and there's another shoulder tackle. Right back to it. Credit Eric Steele there. Even after being ding-donged into the steel post, he had enough to get right back on Kerry Morton, and there's a right hand that'll readjust a jaw. Here comes Steele into the corner and a shot to the lower abdominal region. Out of the corner, sends him. Irish whip to the other corner. Steele backing up, going to plunge him in for one here, and now Morton stepping out of the way. Eric Steele goes vertical in the corner. That is definitely not a place you want to be. And Kerry Morton now fist right to the top of the skull. I think it's possible that Kerry Morton is done playing games, if he was playing to begin with at all. Now laying that boot across the throat. Steele trying to fire back, but now a big knee. You see Kerry Morton, body built like his dad, very, very nimble, but still with great in stature and strength. He does carry a slight attitude chip on his shoulder, a little more than Father Ricky Morton has ever shown. Now Steele trying to go back on the offensive. Kerry Morton taking a little too much time there. Out of the corner, sends him for the ride again. Big buckle taken right there. Here comes Steele, and out of the way goes Morton. And Morton with the patented rock and roll drop kick right to the kisser. And here's a cover, and Morton didn't hook a leg. Steele's taking some punishment. He's taking more punishment now as that rope across the throat, as the pressure from the back of Morton, from the knee on the back, from the back side, if you will. Now Morton taking another moment, trying to admonish some fans. Going back in there, here comes Steele firing back. Morton and Steele trade shots there, and right to the, I guess, the beard there. That'll hurt. And now Morton goes for a shot, but here's Steele. Holy cow, what a knife edge. Short-lived flurry there as Morton was able to drop Steele on that second turnbuckle in the corner. Our referee in position, checking on both wrestlers, making sure that everything is kosher. They can continue with the matchup. Steele wobbling in the corner. Here comes Morton. Tries to get a boot up there. Morton right to the back of the knee. That'll affect the way you stand up. Can Morton capitalize? Can Steele keep it from becoming a problem? Here he's going to shoot some shots, but you see he's not moving a whole lot. Tries to go for a body slam there. I guess everything's good to that point. Here comes Steele off the ropes and goes for the leg drop. That will send an entire shiver shot up your nervous system from your tailbone and your coccyx area all the way up your thoracic lumbar and into that cervical neck area, where it's going to affect your traps, your occipitals, your suboccipitals, and even into the atlas. I said all that. Eric Steele's in a tough way here. Snapmare takedown. Morton dropping a fist right between the eyes. Vicious. Second nature here of Kerry Morton as he puts his feet on the ropes. Again, that's just, that's not stuff you see from the elder Morton. Kerry taking a lot of time with the fans here as in the middle of the match. Now, This is not good strategy. It gives Eric Steele time to come to a vertical base as Morton on that top rope. Now Steele shot to the midsection. Is Steele going to go up here? That's 347 pounds going up. He's standing on that second rope, both men vertical on the second rope here. Could be any number of things. Now Steele firing back as Morton gave him a tongue lashing. Now he's going to hook him. Could this be 347 pounds plus the 200 plus and down a superplex? That's going to hurt Steele a little bit, but the force and the ferocity that came down on Kerry Morton, both men are down here after the superplex from the corner. Kerry Morton trying to get the blood pumping, trying to get back up to a vertical base. You can tell that took everything Eric Steele had in that moment. Both men still down. Kerry Morton finally is able to get vertical, and Steele, he meets him as he comes up. Now they're trading forearm shots in the center of the ring. Steele takes one there. Now another one back to Morton. Morton down to a knee. Morton throws one back. Steele rocking slightly. And now another one to Kerry Morton. Morton just going to fire another one at him. Now, fists of fury as Steele goes on a little flip, flop, fly, and down goes Kerry Morton. Morton back into the ropes. Irish whip for the ride. And a big back body drop. Down goes Kerry Morton. Is this Steele's moment? Does he have it? Oh, he drops all 347 pounds right across the chest. He's still a little dazed and woozy, but off the ropes and a big senton down on the chest of Morton. Could this be all? And it is not. Oh, my. Oh, me, oh, my. Kerry Morton's out. I'm not sure how he got the shoulder up, but he did. And now Eric, the Lariat Steele, he's feeling the mojo now. You can see the feet. He's trying to stomp some blood moving. Both men in the corner. Now Morton right to the throat. It's not even throat chop Thursday. And here's a big knee after the drop of the knee pad. And into the corner, down goes Steele. Here's Morton, two, and he didn't get him. Kerry Morton's beside himself as everything was in place, and he got 2 and about 3/4. And Steele's still alive here. Morton still checking on that 3 count, still just 2 3/4. Now a knife edge in the corner. Both men have wore themselves down in this matchup. It's been a battle back and forth, a fantastic matchup here. Morton putting all he's got into it. Now reversal into the corner, a little up and over. I don't think Steele realizes it. Here comes Morton off the top. Oh, a shot to the midsection. Steele baited him in there as Morton came off the top. Kerry now crawls his way into the corner. Eric Steele, he's calling for it here. And into the corner, tried the big hiney-ho, and there was nobody a home. And here comes Morton with a flying shot in the corner. Kerry Morton, he seems incensed at this point, looking to try to put things away. Morton with a DDT. Devastating maneuver. Morton needs to get a cover here quickly. And he does, and he didn't hook the leg. I'm going to write a book one day called How to Hook the Leg on a Pinfall. It may help some wrestlers down the road. Morton has given just about all he's got right there. Didn't hook the leg. Steele got out at 2.5. Now back vertical is Steele. Woozy, to say the least. Kerry Morton on the rampage here, on the fire. You can see the intensity on his face. Shots across the jaw here, just wearing down the bigger Steele. Steele coming off the rope, and there's the lariat. He lariated him, put him through the canvas, and that is it. Eric the Lariat Steele wins over Kerry Morton.
Now, I've been told some people came here to see Carlito tonight. But I really think you people came to see Jeff Paul. And since I'm being honest, every time I walk through the mall, you send your children up and ask me for a photo and autograph. And not one time have you ever said, please. You expect me to take your photo. Shut your mouth while I'm talking, little boy. You expect me to take your photo and sign your autograph. But let's be honest, you people cheered for Matt Riddle when I about beat him, and you people will still cheer for Carlito after I beat him. A matter of fact, why am I even here? For he will not be wrestling here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your main event of the evening is set for one fall and a 60-minute time limit. Introducing first, he now hails from Los Angeles, California. He is the reigning unified heavyweight champion. This is Jeff Paul. His opponent, out of San Juan, Puerto Rico, this is Carlito. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start this match, Jeff Paul has contractually requested of me to ask each and every one of you for total silence while he removes his tank top. Please, ladies and gentlemen, he requests total silence for the removal of his tank top. It is further requested of me to say, please show some respect to the champion. No booing, and certainly no chanting, Jeff Paul sucks.
Here's the bell and our big main event underway. Non-title matchup here as the unified champion Jeff Paul takes on the legend of Caribbean wrestling, the former WWE superstar from the Cologne family, Carlito, in town, and he sends Jeff Paul up and over. don't know if Jeff Paul was ready for the flurry or the power. And all speaking of the power, incoming. Jeff Paul down. Into the corner. Into the other corner. Carlito. There's 3 for 3. Can he get 4? No, he doesn't need to. Big chop right there. Irish whip for the ride. Paul hangs on. He's just going to step out. Like he's just going to dinner for the evening. Carlito, on the other hand, is ready to go. Carlito's absolutely ready to rock and roll here. And taking the fight to Jeff Paul. Carlito, the consummate professional in the industry. He is perfectly ready to brawl, fight, wrestle, whatever you want him to do. And right now, he does not want to see any of the nonsensical nonsense Jeff Paul may want to put forth. Shot to the midsection there, working thoroughly on the outside. Now back into the ring goes Carlito here with the throw of Jeff Paul in. Little high five to a young fan there. Here comes Carlito back in. Oh, Jeff Paul takes advantage of the moment. A misplaced or well-placed second rope, depending on which side you're on. And now Jeff with a foot to the back of the neck. Corner, boot across the throat, just going to try to wear down Carlito here. Jeff, those size 13s. Into the corner, and Paul shot with the shoulder now. Big shoulder lunges into the abdomen of Carlito. Carlito out of the corner now with an Irish whip. Jeff moving up and over. Oh, there's the European style uppercut into the bulldog. And Jeff Paul here with a cover. He'll get 2, and Carlito gets the hand on the bottom rope. Great wherewithal by the superstar Carlito. Jeff Paul, he's got the boot across the throat again. Just trying to wear down the opponent here. And now using the large hair supply of Carlito to his detriment, to Jeff's advantage. Both these gentlemen very gifted in the locks of hair department, shall we say. Jeff Paul up to the second rope. Now going to apply a fist to the top of the forehead of Carlito. Carlito, though, grabs Jeff Paul. He's got all he can handle on an inverted atomic drop. That'll send nerve pain all the way up, and it'll ricochet back down. Here's an Irish whip. Jeff Paul grabbing for the hair again. Carlito, I think, thought send him off there, but when Paul was able to run around, he just grabbed hair and put knee to face. Now turning into a bit of a fight here as Carlito just shots to the midsection. Jeff Paul trying to break it down to a fight. I don't think he wants to get into a punching contest with Carlito. Shoulder lunge of his own. And a big swinging neck breaker. Carlito may have it here. He covers, takes the leg, and gets 2. Jeff Paul out there. Our referee in perfect position to see that. Back into the corner they go. Jeff Paul in for the ride. Here comes Carlito. He'll find a size 13 and down to the outside. Jeff Paul's in the other corner. He'll drop a leg drop. Little nonchalant cover there. Didn't have the right body press going. Paul stalking his prey here. He's got a sizable momentary momentum advantage, and he'll take a couple turnbuckles to give to Carlito. Now a third. We saw this earlier with Carlito and Paul, and now Carlito will stop. put a little stop there, and the fourth one goes for Jeff Paul. Carlito's got the cobwebs cleared, and to the corner he'll go, and down to the canvas. Big time Irish whip there by Jeff Paul. Could this be his patented Paul bomb? Up to the second rope and down. Nobody home. Nobody home. And both men are down here. Carlito taking a moment. Jeff Paul took full force of that maneuver. Here comes Carlito with a clothesline. Another big clothesline. Jeff Paul sent for the ride. Off the ropes. Boot to the midsection. Here's Carlito with a high knee. And a clothesline. Paul goes down. A combo maneuver there by the superstar Carlito. Giving Jeff Paul a little bit of time here. I think they're both trying to recover. Definitely Jeff is. And went toward the back crack. And down goes our referee. Carlito there in the corner. Jeff Paul went for the spear, and he found nobody home. Carlito waiting for, here come the aces. Tony Perdue, Lane Kelly, Kevin Tyler with the referee down. It's 4-on-1 here. As fist plowed into the top of the head of Carlito. Now Jeff Paul coming back alive. They're just trying to wear down Carlito. They're going to leave him in a heap if they have to. But Carlito, noggin knocker. And Jeff Paul doesn't realize it, stepping into a big moonsault. And Jeff Paul didn't even realize he took down his own men. The aces are down. Jeff Paul trying to get the cobweb shuck loose. Our referee is still down. Jeff Paul, he's got a little liveliness in his head here. He's really upset at the aces. Carlito right behind with the apple. And here it comes. Down goes Paul. And a cover. Can our referee come alive? He sees the cover. 1, 2. Carlito. The pinfall victory over Jeff Paul.